The next topic we'll be going over is Docker. Docker is a powerful platform designed for automating the deployment, scaling, and management of applications using containerization. Docker abstracts infrastructure and environment variables, allowing you to create a controlled environment within your Docker container. We can install Docker images into those Docker containers, with each Docker image representing one or a group of common software. The machine on which Docker is installed and running is usually referred to as a Docker host or host. When you deploy an application on the host, it will create a logical entity to host where the application called a container or Docker container. A Docker container does not have any OS installed and running on it. It has a virtual copy of the process table, network interface, and the file system mount point, which have been inherited from the OS of the host on which the container is hosted and running. The kernel of the host's OS is shared across all the containers that are running on it. This allows each container to be isolated from the other present on the same host. It supports multiple containers with different application requirements and dependencies to run on the same host if the OS requirements are the same. Docker key benefits. Docker supports multiple applications with different requirements and dependencies to be hosted on the same host if the OS requirements are the same. Storage optimized. Containers are typically a few megabytes in size and consume very little disk space, allowing a large number of applications to be hosted on the same host. Robustness. Containers don't contain a full OS, making them more lightweight than virtual machines. As a result, they use significantly less memory and can boot up in mere seconds, whereas a VM might take several minutes. Reduces costs. Docker is less demanding when it comes to the hardware required to run it. Better disaster recovery. You can back up a Docker image of the state of the container at a specific point in time and restore it later if serious issues arise. Faster configuration with consistency. You can just put your configurations into code and deploy it. Saves a lot of time from preparing the setup and deployment documentation. Overall, Docker provides a robust, efficient, and cost-effective solution for application deployment and management through containerization.